Alright, so this is going to be our second stream of Doki Doki, and I have a feeling that that's gonna get spooky. So, because last time we left off with Sayori leaving the club early, Yuri won't talk to me, and Monica's like, hey, you should save your game a lot. So... Oh no, what happened? Oh no. Oh no, it didn't say- oh fuck. Oh no. It's a new computer. I thought Steam would have saved it. Okay, we just gotta get through Natsuki, give me your number, and then we're gonna be back on track. I'm gonna do a new intro. It's gonna be fine. Because the YouTube will never know of this problem. So, this is gonna be our second part of our Doki Doki Let's Play, and we are having Natsuki come over for that baking session so we can get ready for the festival. So that's where we left off, and we're going to just get right back into it. Hopefully Sayori's gonna be okay with it, and then hopefully Yuri's gonna start talking to me again. She seemed like she was going to... She would want me to help her, but she hasn't been talking to me, so... Hopefully that'll get fixed after the festival. I doubt it, though. But, we're gonna get into read mode now. So let's settle in, let's get cozy. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. I'm gonna just preemptively put a trigger warning up right now. This might be bad. I don't know if this is the bad part, but just in case this might be triggering. That out of the way. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it. Again, we used to play so often that we've made a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. Yep, big trigger warning. Flashing lights, warning. Okay. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange for her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Okay, she's fine. It's fine. My heart. She's fine. I was worried. Hi, Void. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Hehe. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki? Yeah, but... How did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you gonna help Monica today? Of course. I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan on meeting up or anything, so just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares at a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So? Sayori smiles, shaking her head. It's no good, Void. Eh? Why can't it just be like how it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, If I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori! I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explaining for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until now, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. She gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Void. But you're wrong. Nothing's happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really gonna make me say it, aren't you, Void? Guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy into caring to waste by having them spend it on me? It's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me my entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Void. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort into caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone to be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else, too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club. It feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do. No, Void. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down her face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm gonna accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab her shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Void? Sayori? I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Void. She isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Void. She barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if what I'm doing is the right thing, but all I wanted was her to know that I care. If you have it in you, if you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Siri finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Void. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain, but your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Siri lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like it for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that'd be nice then. Yeah. She wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all the days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It'd be fun. To my surprise, Suri shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if it would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kinda hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about when Natsuki is about to come over, too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and there's definitely going to be a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at the house anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door and let her in. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, seeing Natsuki in something other than a school uniform. But seeing Natsuki in something other than a school uniform really threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. She's carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't come all this way to find out your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You brought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. She asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I can count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. You're not gonna offer to take the heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Void? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag and she holds it out to me. Ugh. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed. Seemed like I always underestimate you. Hee. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. She hits a fist in my chest. Hey. This has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Huh? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong. I am having trouble reading, it's okay. I mean, sometimes it's like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small, and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird stuff just because we're out of school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you're just speaking your mind like that. Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. We're just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? Just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like, Natsuki catches her words, and her face turns red. Natsuki. Forget it! I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Huh? I appreciate that you're trying to be nicer. I should have been a little bit more considerate, too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there's a ton of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Void, baby honey. Gross. Hey, was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. Haha. You get all sour when girls calls you gross. I finally found your weakness. Yeah, it's blatantly insulting me. She smiles deviously. Please spare me. If Natsuki decides to shout more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, so I finally start to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, spilled fluids. That's weird phrasing. And plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't enough to make all the batter at once, so we have to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki's babysitting all the movements I do, make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Void, where did you put the food coloring? Batter's going in the oven soon. I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. That's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I am having fun. I'm not really sure what she's trying to get out of me. I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring in each. That does look pretty cool. See? Not like baking's about following the instructions. The presentation's where you get to be all creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if you're looking at... It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Just like the ones you made on the first day, huh? I recall Natsuki's proudly present her cat-shaped cupcakes and Siri and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that, too. Yeah. Maybe I'll use food coloring, then. Sounds like you're starting to understand? Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you start messing with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We're using the electric mixer for the batter, so I was stuck with whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. Just takes a little longer. I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. She grabs a whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. Good. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, she sticks a finger in the icing and pops it into her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! She suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start fighting back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. This is getting weird. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I scoop some with my finger as Natsuki tugs with all of her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki caused me to stumble, making her stumble return. Gross. You got it in my face, that's what she said. Whose fault is that? This big glob of icing on her cheek. I was gonna say neck, because Natsuki looks like neck. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Kiss her, kiss her, kiss her. You know what? Take this. She wipes out with her finger before shoving her fingers in my face. You wish I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. She tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Aww. Stop. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I didn't mean it. Just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things that get a reaction out of me? You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. What? Did you seriously just... She's so surprised she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Void? You really shouldn't do that kind of things to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking of me, just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? She gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Eh? I don't know where the fire alarm starts going off. Good. She rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. She uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. Tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch Natsuki slide the cupcake tray into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells so good. Cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes of each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. We're just reading through Doki Doki. Gives me a good excuse to take a sip. I brought decorating stuff. So I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. She hands me the plastic bags. I have these nozzles that'll make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using that this time, though. What's this one for? Pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can make it into stripes or other patterns. But you can use it to write stuff on cake. Like, happy birthday, or whatever. I see. It gives me an idea, actually. Huh? Well, it's a literature event, right? We can make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It'd be fun to see people choose cupcakes based on the word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so... Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like that and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, her voice trails off. Same with you. Huh? Did you say something? Nothing. Let's just do the icing. She picks up the paste and fastens the nozzle into each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about it, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. We're finally finished. Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look how pretty they all are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I do like that the cupcakes mimic how you pick the poetry. I think that's really, like, it is a cute idea. I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so he really should save my appetite. Siri's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, she'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. She'd still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Anyway, I was hoping we'd have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you always have this chance. Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Siri each carry some, you'll probably fit it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me, the way she listens to you. Yeah. Again, I think back to the conversation I had with Siri earlier today. I felt so hopeless. Siri always does listen to me, but At that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. They're being cute. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. Feels like the afternoon just went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? You pinned her to the floor? To the wall? Something. With icing. I think you did... You got close. Well, I'll guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. What you said before about not always having this chance? It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that, if possible, I'd like to spend more time with you. Like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere, do you really mean that? She looks at me tensely, like trying to hide her expression. Yeah. I want to spend more time with you. Void. I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I have to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay longer if I could. I feel the same way. I feel the same way as you, so... Wait, Natsuki. Seeing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers slightly clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with slightly parted lips. What's happening? My head starts to go dizzy, and I feel her soft breaths against me. I've felt it for a while now. She suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Eh? Hi, Void. Sayori, we weren't... It's okay. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Flustered, Natsuki hurries off, and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being mean to me. So I had to come out here to see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki. And how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. You've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Void? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. It would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Void. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being so selfish. Monaco's right. I should just... Monica? Monaco's right about what? Sayori? What I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you isn't a burden on your mind like you're making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... She looks away. Put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Void. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Void, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel, and... That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down her arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? She nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm gonna give you. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so if I choose the I love you option, we're switching from Natsuki to Sayori. You'll always be my dearest friend is going with us picking Natsuki. So, who should we pick? It might as well say Sayori or Natsuki. Should we continue with Natsuki? Because I believe that the character loves Sayori, but we have to decide, is that romance or is that friend? What should we choose? Because if we're going with a full Natsuki run, we have to do the dearest friend, and we have to accept the consequences. Keep going? Okay. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. That is a good point. She did say everything would be better if it was the way it was, and this does keep things the way they were. I see. She forced a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is that what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori. It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew the whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here, so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Void. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So... Her smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, it turns around and drops to her knees. Pained crying? I'm not gonna do that on mic. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. She looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm gonna have to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Okay. That was the next day. I'm gonna save. I feel good about that decision, but I'm also still scared for Sayori because she's not good. Like, she's gonna go down a hole. But we knew that. This is a horror game. Alright, that was episode 5 of Doki Doki Literature Club. It is a bit of a sudden end because this was originally a live stream that we're chopping up. If you want to see the full live stream, go to my second channel. And if you want to see more of these types of videos, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Bye.